Today I just want to share with you one way to get more in control of your current reality. So I'm in the woods currently. It's early morning. I'm in Pennsylvania. I just got a cabin with my family here for the weekend, and it's super peaceful. As you can see, all you can hear is nature. And it's awesome. Really just the power, gaining the power to change your reality, to shift to a reality where things unfold differently. And I want to share with you one quote from Reality Transurfing that is really one of the keys that you need to master in order to gain that control that you really want. So the quote goes, "To gain control both in dreaming and in real life, it is essential to switch from the role of immersed participant to the role of witness." And I know that's a quote that people just sleep through. I know that's a quote that people read and they don't think that it means much. But first, let's discuss what he means by gaining control in dreaming. If you don't know, there's something called lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is where you basically wake up within a dream and you actually gain the ability to control the entire dream, and you can create whatever you want, you can go anywhere, you can be anything. So you can only do that when you wake up within the dream. Meaning most of your dreams, it's just you watching the dream, right? You're just watching the dream. You have no idea that you actually have the power to control it. Instead, you are just fully immersed in it and you are completely in the script, and whatever happens, happens. You have no control. And then you wake up and then whatever, you know? But if you actually wake up within the dream and realize that you are dreaming, you gain the power to do lucid dreaming, which is gaining the ability to control anything in the dream. And this is something that you can experiment with. We're not going to go into that here. I've personally never experimented with it because I think it's much more useful to be awake in reality. But this comparison is very useful because just like how you can control anything in the dream if you wake up, you can, just like that, control anything in waking reality if you wake up. So what does that mean? That means that throughout waking reality, throughout your entire life, you have actually been so immersed in this reality that it's just like when it's like you're dreaming. You are so immersed in it, so you have no control. You're not really creating life, life is just happening to you. But once you start to wake up through conscious awareness in this reality, in waking reality, you gain the ability to start making changes, to start shifting your reality in the way that you would desire. This is a crucial concept. So if you need to rerun this video back again and just notice the similarities between dreaming and waking reality, do so. But now, what does it mean to go from the role of immersed participant to the role of witness? The more engaged you are with your reality, the more immersed you are within it. Here's a question to gauge how in control or how not in control you really are. How emotional do you get about the things that happen in your reality? How much of an emotional tug do your external experiences have on you? So when something happens in life, maybe it's someone that insults you during the day, or someone threatens you in some way, how much does it emotionally affect you? How much can you just not stop thinking about it? How much does it throw you off balance? The more it throws you off balance, the more it means that you are immersed fully in this reality and you have no idea that you can actually control a situation that is being thrown at you. Instead, what you do is you just fall into the situation and fall into the fact that, oh, some reality is being imposed on me right now and I just have to deal with it. Like you would in a dream, right? You just deal with whatever is happening in the dream, doesn't matter how bad it is. You do that same thing in reality when you are fully immersed. You are fully immersed in reality when you are identifying with the mind and body. If you think you are this body, you think you are this personality that you have identified with throughout life, that you have created this personality, if you think you are that, then you are going to be very threatened when someone does threaten you or when things go wrong because your well-being is at stake, right? Well, now you have to start to switch that. If you want true control of your reality, rather than, inner intention, you want outer intention. You want the capacity to harness the power of outer intention. You have to learn to let go of identifying with everything in your life. Let go of identifying with your job title, with your title, don't define yourself to be by what you do, what you have. Okay, you have a Mercedes, you have an amazing house, that's great and all, but don't identify with those things. Don't define your worth from what you have in this reality, from what you do in this life. Notice yourself more and more to be this awareness that is behind the mind and body. That is beyond, I should say, not behind. But that's that subtle awareness that grows. And the more it grows, the more you realize that you have the power to detach from the things that are happening around you. Detach from the negative events that are being imposed on you. You realize that the script of how it has to go from present to future, the script that will play out, is actually in your control. You can actually set which script you want to play out. Not necessarily like you have the control of controlling every single event and how it unfolds, but rather you can set certain intentions and they will start to fulfill through a script of their own. And you can choose those intentions. You can choose those realities. But it's essential that you let go of being the immersed participant and trying to control every little thing in your life to being simply the witness. So one of the crucial things that you have to start to reprogram your mind to do, let's say you're experiencing a hardship. Now, when you usually experience a hardship, your instinct is to just try to control every situation. The entire situation. Control every aspect of what is going on so that you can ensure your safety and well-being. Now you have to start to look at your situation through a different perspective. Rather than your own personality's perspective, come into the perspective of simply just a witness that has no attachment to how things should turn out. You know, how things have to become in the future. Just a witness who has no opinion, no judgment. Just a witness who does not define the situation to be good or bad, and allow the situation to pan out as much as possible with that perspective. Now you might be saying, how does this help me control my reality? And first of all, how do I even handle the situation if I'm not taking any action towards it? Well, number one, you don't not take any action. You simply don't take any action from your personal perspective. You take whatever action that is presenting itself to you, take that action and do what is necessary for you to do, while not defining the situation to be good or bad, to be negative or positive, to have that attached incentive that you would if you were currently viewing the situation from your personal perspective. So you go into this blank state where you are just witnessing the situation. Oh, there's pain in your body? Just allow yourself to experience the pain without defining that it is good or bad. Stop trying to get rid of the pain. Stop trying to control the pain. Simply just experience it, at least for a little while. And once you learn to detach yourself, the way you get the control of reality in this witness mode is when you are in that zone of not defining anything, in that zone of not describing anything, not trying to control or get rid of your current situation, and you're simply in that neutral awareness, that neutral attention. That's when you become truly alive. You gain the ability to let go of this attachment to reality. You almost become like detached from your current reality. You take a step back, and now you have the ability to choose the infinite alternatives that way, infinite alternatives this way. You simply get to choose one of them. And that's essentially what reality transurfing really is. And that's what I teach in my coaching programs, in my reality transurfing course. And that's what the video on Monday was about as well. When you learn to become awake in waking reality, and not judge anything, not judge your current situation, not describe it, not label it, and then just simply detach from it, you become alive. Before, you were simply just the immersed participant playing into the script, but now you become alive. And when you become alive, now you get the privilege to choose which script you want. So when you become alive, visualize the outcome that you would like playing out, that you would prefer. When you wake up in reality in this way, where you just detach yourself and you become aware and you're present moment focused, then you get the privilege to choose an outcome that you desire. And you can set the script of your life. So right now you were immersed in a particular script, this one particular lifeline, but when you detach, now you can, through your visualization, set an outcome that you want happening in the future. And now what you have done is not trying to change something within the current script, which is impossible, which is what you usually do, but rather now you are alleviating and choosing a different script. So you are literally changing your own fate. You are changing your own destiny. And that is where power truly lies. That is what your true power as a human being is, that you can set certain intentions. And by setting certain intentions, by first detaching yourself from the context of your current lifeline, you gain the power to fulfill that intention. You change your script of life. You change your fate. And now the events of your life, the flow of your life will unfold differently. And that's what it means to going from the role of immersed participant to the role of witness. The immersed participant tries to force change within his current lifeline, not knowing that is impossible. That's why that person struggles. That's why that person is never effective. That's why that person really never creates any change. But the master, the witness, simply understands that nothing is imposed, that the master is free. And so the master detaches himself or herself and simply chooses a different alternative and changes his or her fate according to his or her intentions. What was mentioned in this video is very powerful, and if you start to practice it, you will start to really see the benefits of it. You will start to see how, no matter how much it seems like external things are trying to hold you down, external influences are trying to control your life, you'll see that there's no such thing as forced necessity. There's no such thing as something that you have to do, something that you can't get out of, no situation that you can't escape. But it's not even an escape, it's just a choice that you make to live a different alternative. And this is entirely available to you. So if this is something also that you want to learn more in detail and how to make this choice more in detail, consider my coaching program or consider the reality Transurfing course. They're both taught there. But practice this in life. Let go of engaging and immersing yourself in your situation, and rather every single time some trigger goes off, actually take it as a time to detach and simply observe it without labeling or describing, and you'll see that you're already that much more free. Instead of slave, you become the master. Try it out. Let me know how it goes.